Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I hope everybody is okay. So I'll be taking you, or let me say, sharing with you the little I know on business diversification and how to be an entrepreneur. You should stay home, stay safe, don't go anywhere. I will be with you very, very soon. My name is Laylah Ali Othman, and this is my masterclass. Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Laylah Ali Othman, as many of you know. So we'll take this bit by bit. You know how I do my videos. I'm always very casual. I didn't go to any business school, so I'm not here to tell you theory, but I did an outline of the basic important things that you need to know as an entrepreneur or you want to become an entrepreneur. So I'll be dropping that as a PDF file. You can go through it and then learn more. But I'm just going to give you like a brief, background or understanding. I always give people my own understanding of what I'm doing. So I'll be relating a lot of things with the kind of person I am and how I do my businesses and where I am now and all. So we start with being an entrepreneur. To me, the key things, I highlighted them here just so that I don't forget. I said ability to create, ability to be patient, take a risk, having the ability to plan, to learn, having the ability to learn the skill, learn the business, the ability to become a leader, innovation, analysis of the opportunity, trust in your ability, and be able to supervise and control your business. So take them one by one, even though it's already in the paper I'm going to drop, but I'm just going to give you my own recap of everything. When I say ability to create, it starts with the definition in my head of an entrepreneur is somebody who truly can do all of these things. And doesn't necessarily have to be someone that went to business school or understands it more, because I didn't go to any business school. I started as a lay person, and gradually I started learning more about whatever it is that I'm doing. So to me, you have to be in total control of yourself and the abilities of the things that you can do. The trust that I said, you have to trust in your instincts to take a risk, to take decisions, to make decisions, to control your business, to stay on top of everything. As an entrepreneur, we take risks most of the time, huge risks. Sometimes there are things that we would never think we can actually make something out of it. To me, every single decision I take about my business that doesn't scare me, I don't even do it. It has to keep me awake for like a day or 1 week before I could say, okay, yes, I want to do this, because I know that something that challenges me this much, I can actually achieve something, because I've done it over and over and over again, and I've seen the results. Almost every time is a success. So briefly, an entrepreneur needs to be somebody who is ready to lose and to win, who has the patience to wait for things to materialize, who has the capacity to take decisions on their own without asking anybody, or do you think, should I, will I? Yes, we all sit down and talk about, oh, how do you think I should do this? How do you think I should do this? But to me, an entrepreneur truly would just sit down there and listen to you. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what they want to take. They could just hear your point of view, but they already have their mindset to do the exact things that they need to do. Well, it's like having an artist. Usually artists are crazy. They always have their own way of thinking and all. So you just have to be on top of everything. Ability to take a risk. You know that you can fail, And then when you fail, you're not going to stay there. You're going to come back up and then still make sure that, oh, I achieved something out of this failure. I failed many, many times. I did many businesses before reaching to a point where, okay, I found something that I really relate to. So it doesn't matter when people say, oh, I started with selling this, now I want to do this, and people keep saying, oh, you always have business ideas. Yes, if you don't have a lot of business ideas, you might never understand what is truly yours and what you're supposed to achieve. Ability to have a vision. As an entrepreneur, what I do as an interior designer, every single time I walk into a space and I don't have a vision of how the space is going to look like, I don't really want to do the job. Because for me, walking into a space, that's what, from the first lesson I had in my interior designing school in Dubai, is the moment you walk in to a space as an interior designer, you should exactly know the placements. This is where this is supposed to be placed. And after it's done, you've already seen it, so no other person can see it other than you. So it goes in every other business. If somebody brings to me a proposal, I just look at it and I see, what is the vision? I envision from today till next year, how much am I going to make? And if I'm making this money, how much am I going to remove for savings? What is the profit? What is this? What is that? So you have to have a vision, and only you can see beyond what any other person can see. And vision, ability to plan, ability to learn, ability to know the skill. For me, every single business I'm about to enter, even if it has nothing to do with me, I have to learn. I learned carpentry, I learned interior design, I learned cooking, I learned being a farmer. You have to learn exactly what you're into. So that when people are seated and they're having a meeting, now there's no carpenter that will sit in front of me and tell me, oh, madam, we need 10 boards to make a bed. I already know the exact number of boards, so it gives you control. Whenever you're in a meeting and then your staff knows that, oh, this person actually understands this. It's a different ball game entirely. They cannot cheat you on materials. They can cheat you on other things. Obviously, you get cheated on every single day in business, especially in the environment we're in. But it is always very important for you to learn exactly what you're doing. If you're making Turaranguta, know the content. If you're making Onwaiki or something, any single thing. Now, I took it upon myself to know I'm not even a keen person with cooking, but when I opened a restaurant, I wanted to know everything. Every single thing on the menu, I can cook it in my sleep, because I made sure I learned every single thing. So when they give me back a pot in the night, I say to them, this pot, you produce this and you're supposed to give me 30K and you are giving me 28,000. Where is my 2,000 naira? So it changes the direction of business when you understand exactly what you're doing. Planning is to wake up in the morning. Usually most entrepreneurs don't have a plan. We wake up and we're going. But when you get deep into it, you have to plan every single step, so that every step affects the next step. The next one affects the next step. It's like in interior design. If you have a room with different colors, you need to know this color affects this color this way. What mood would this color give me? So it's this, you just need to understand every single thing you're doing. Every single thing. What is next? Ability to be a leader. We're born leaders, entrepreneurs, as far as I'm concerned. You can't work under someone, nor can you be a boss. Because I've never seen myself as a boss. I am somebody who likes to carry people along. A leader is somebody who has the ability to bring people, very intelligent people, together in one room so that they can achieve something amazing. So as an entrepreneur and somebody that wants to really be a great entrepreneur, you have to have that ability to sit on a table where every single person doesn't like each other, but you have the ability to bring them to one place so that you guys achieve something and every single one of you goes home with something on their table. So ability to be a great leader helps a lot. If you're not a great leader, you just keep changing businesses. You think, oh, people are trying to cheat you. Sometimes I sit and I watch them go through a phase where they want to do things, but then sometimes I just ignore, because as a leader you have to have the ability of patience and understanding, and you're just like a mother, bringing everybody in one place, understand them, tell them when they're wrong, tell them when they're right, appreciate them when they do good, and then always teach them to say, oh, I have done something wrong and I need to change from this phase to this phase. Always make them see that, oh, we are not just building this company for me, but for every other person around. So quickly, I'll talk about innovation, analysis, how to analyze an opportunity, and how to supervise and control every other thing. I'll just mix all of them together in one place because it's the same thing. Analyzing a project. When you as an entrepreneur walks into a space and then people tell you, okay, so this is the opportunity. It's not every opportunity that you take. There are opportunities that are not good enough. There are opportunities but that's when you've reached a point where you can actually sit down and analyze. When I started, there was no analysis. I just wanted to get anything and everything that comes my way, because you need to prove yourself to reach a point where you have 10 different projects at hand, and then you need to sort out. If you take a lot of people say, oh, Layla likes to select jobs. I don't select jobs. I rather do a job of 500K than do 500 million. Sometimes, because taking something that you can't finish, it's damaging to your company and your reputation. So some people just take things and then we say, oh, we're Nigerians, I don't have to finish on time. But that's not being a good business person. Quality, customer care, promises, word of mouth. It's very important as an entrepreneur, somebody who wants to build a career in, being a successful business owner. You have to keep to your words. You have to be able to give them exactly what you said you're going to give them. So if you think you cannot do those kind of things, there's no point taking such opportunities. You have to look for, stay within what you can produce. A lot of people say, oh, you don't do a lot of adverts. I tell them, when I do a lot of adverts and I get a lot of orders that I cannot finish, I wouldn't really want to. I will not sleep, because that's not the kind of person I am. So analyze opportunities. Not everyone is good enough. Not every opportunity is bad. Not every opportunity is good. So analyze and pick the ones. Have the ability to see, okay, this is the one I want. This is the one that I think I can't do. Then you apologize in a very cordial way to tell people that you can't do. Supervision and control. That's when you're into production or anything that you're doing. You, as the owner of the company, you have to be on top of it. You have to supervise. Sometimes we get tired, but you cannot allow somebody to say, okay, let me just be the one to supervise me. I'm just the CEO. I'll just stay at home. That is killing what you've worked for a very, very long time. So you have to understand this. No matter how big you are, no matter how successful you are, you have to check. Do not rely on people, project managers. Just swing it, go. I have been to my factory in the middle of the night. Sometimes I go around 2, I go around 3. There was a time I traveled and I came back. This is a first-hand experience. I drove straight to the factory. Nobody knew I was coming. I went there and I found a pickup in front of the factory picking wood. They were picking out wood, replacing with Nigerian wood. I buy my wood from Turkey. So they go in, the carpenters go in, because they know I'm not around, to pack wood that we bought from Turkey to replace them with the ones in Nigeria. So how will I know? Because they're piled up. They could just put them in the middle. So you never know. And then at the end of the day, you produce something and you see it, you'll be looking at the wood. I didn't buy this. But if you don't keep going and checking and checking and checking and checking and checking again, you just end up, everybody would think, oh, this person is not serious. So you have to check, be on top of it. And if you find anybody that does something that you don't like, just eliminate them, send them home. So I think this is all I could say for now on being an entrepreneur. Don't compromise on quality. Learn. The most important thing is to learn the whole business. Be patient, be kind, be truthful, be straightforward, and always, always, always pray. Because you can't be anything without God. Hello again. So we're going to talk about business diversification. Well, everything is in the paper, but this is very brief. I'm going to be very, very brief. I just said diversification in business is moving from an existing business to an entirely new business without shutting down the other one. So, a brief story. When I started business, I had a salon. I had a boutique. When I graduated from university, I decided I didn't want to do buying and selling anymore because I was just dashing things out. It wasn't my calling. So I shut that business completely, and then I started interior design. So that's not diversifying. Diversifying is what I did now, from interior design to having a restaurant. That's completely two different things that don't even link. But the idea of having businesses like that is, if one business is seasonal, the other one would be supporting the other one. So, production of furniture or interior design has its seasons. Some seasons you don't have a lot of customers. It goes for a month, 3 months, and then the restaurant is a daily income. Daily income is amazing, guys. You have no idea. It's amazing because you can take money from this company to support this company till this company comes back on its feet. By the time you make a hit with furniture business, one hit can go for the whole year. So you can take some of that money, put it back in the kitchen, open another branch. So in an event where there's a recession or there's something, you have two businesses that one can support each other, and then one can support each other. So it is amazing when you diversify, because it gives you this kind of feeling that, oh, I can actually do a lot. I do a lot. I wake up early morning. It takes a lot of work to diversify from one very tasking business to another, but it is worth it. But it takes certain kind of people to do it. It's not everybody that has the ability to do that. Some people, as they diversify, they lose interest in the other one, and then that's like your main business. You're shutting it down for a business that you're just learning. So to me, I would say, in order for you to diversify, you have to be ready for this. Let me read this out for you. You have to be transparent. You have to tell the truth, even if people don't like it. Stay on top of your financials. The key thing is financials. A lot of people think, oh, let me take a loan and open another business. That is the wrong way to go about, because you have to have enough money in that other company that it has generated enough that you can actually support this business for the meantime before it starts itself. So you have to be on top of your financials, understand your capacity, ability, and everything before you think of diversifying. Don't get caught up in all the theories saying, oh, this is how it's supposed to be done. Try and be flexible. Sometimes I go into the restaurant and then they tell me, oh, please, madam, let's reduce this, or let's add this. If you say you're going to be stuck on this is how it's supposed to be, then you will just have issues you need to be flexible. Sometimes you need to see how the market is, how this is, how that is. It's a new business. So running a new business is totally different from running an old business. But you need to know that you were the same person that ran that other old business up to this point. So you have an experience. Now this new business, there's an advantage to you having a new business because now you have an experience. But the first one, you didn't even have an experience. You kept doing trial and error. But with this one, businesses are usually the same methods. Just that if it's different, this is me running a kitchen and this one me running a factory. But it all has to do with the key things. Learn it, key leadership, do this, do that, do this. But always move to a business that you are comfortable starting, a business that you have passion in. A lot of people just think, oh, let me just move to this because there's money. I've always had a thing for food and restaurants. It's actually supposed to be my first business, but because I wasn't in the right frame of mind, or I didn't have a lot of money at that point to start exactly what I wanted to start, and I started something small, and it gave me the capacity to open where I am today. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. I say them all the time. They're the same thing. Don't be afraid to take decisions. Mistakes are... I've made a lot of mistakes with the kitchen, even though I had all the experiences from the other company. But this is a new thing. You would make mistakes, you fall, you fail, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't come back the next day and then redo everything. There was a day I walked into the place and I sacked like 20 people because I made a mistake hiring them. So to diversify, make sure your finances are normal. Make sure you're going into a business that is profitable, not a business that will kill the existing business and kill this new one. Something profitable that could support the other one. And then have an understanding of it and be ready to work very, 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 very hard, because it's twice the work that you put into another company. For me, I've diversified from being an interior designer to a manufacturer to a farmer to a restaurant owner, and to many, many, many more things to come, because I believe I'm a superwoman. I'm an Amazon. So if you want to diversify, be ready. If you're a man, be ready to not sleep, because I barely sleep. If you're a woman, be ready for a lot of things. For women, it's easy for us to do it because we can multitask, and we're superwomen, and we're very strong and all. So thank you so much, guys, for having me, and I hope this has made sense, because sometimes I talk and it doesn't make sense. And I'm so excited to share this with you guys. I pray that we pass this phase and be back in our businesses and our day-to-day life, and we should stay safe, stay home, be happy, enjoy this time, and everything is going to be okay, inshallah. Thank you so much. I love you all. Bye.